So I know one of the things that I did for him that he enjoyed was this stretch for the Achilles tendon. And that's a nice way to warm up. Okay, and again, no particular order here. I'm just showing specific techniques that can be done in between, you know, our normal work, which I'll show in a minute. Okay, so I'm cradling the heel of the foot here and then applying pressure and leaning forward. We're creating a stretch in the ankle. I know that he particularly enjoyed that movement. So up and down, we're not bouncing. Okay, we're just gently moving it through its range of motion. Is that okay? Okay, and I only switch out hands because it's better for my ergonomics when I take the movement in this direction. Okay, so then we can do some rotations of the ankle. Again, keeping our wrists really loose. And then oppose that movement. You see we're getting movement all the way up into the hip there. Yeah? Very cool. Okay. Okay. So then as far as our general work for the feet, I like to start in a standing position, working bilaterally, just to go ahead and get our lubricant on the skin. And I'm taking my thumbs and I'm just drawing that up into the arch of the foot. And then leaning back and slowing down with my movement. Is that pressure okay, Sarah?
And honestly, don't think you could hurt my feet if you tried.
Okay. Well, we don't want to find out, so just want to make sure. Okay. And so as I'm going through, because of the size of my hands, I'm able to work underneath the foot as I'm dragging up in each position up to the bottom of each toe. See? Okay, so we can cover up one foot while we're working on the opposite foot. We can apply some circular movements here around the ankle.
How do you do it? Okay, I got it now. I didn't see how you were doing the
Do you want me to do it
circular
again?
motion.
Yeah.
Okay, I got
That's
it.
honestly one of my favorite things right there.
Okay. And then we can just grasp. So, you know, taking the foot, one hand into the other, focusing on the tips of our fingers on the bottom and the arch of the foot with our pressure. Okay, so this would be more of a general technique for work for the foot in a full body sense, right? Okay, we can separate in between each toe. It's hard to describe what I'm doing here, but if you look underneath, I'm basically just separating each toe in between here. So I have a force from the bottom and from the top. As I'm doing that. And then we can go up each toe all the way to the tip of the toe here. And again, on the bottom of the foot, I'm utilizing my pointer finger to kind of glide up on the underside of the toe as well. And then for the underside of the foot, we can take our thumbs and then spread the arch here. Create space, drag that movement outward. And again, all these movements can be repeated. I'm just showing you one at a time for time's sake. And then across the top at the base of the toes, we can utilize circular movements. This is particularly nice if, you know, your client were to experience, you know, arthritis and might have, you know, lack of range due to an arthritic condition. It can be done this way. We can work, you know, with both of our thumbs if it's hard for you to get enough leverage with just one hand. But again, just trying to keep and create space in between those spaces. I'm trying to think for Dan. So this is an important point for the sciatic nerve in correlation from a reflexology standpoint. And so I like to do circular movements, or I did circular movements over the heel for him. It's like, oh, hey, Kathy, how are you?
Can you leave me for this last hour?
No.
She's making me nervous.
Oh, okay,
Yeah, she's going to the pantry now.
okay. Well, you just go on home.
Okay.
Okay.
My mom's cleaning out my kitchen.
Oh God.
Yeah, she's making me nervous. I'm looking around the cameras.
It's fine,
The
Kathy.
cameras.
Well,
Okay, alright, I'll be in the morning.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow. Okay, so we can do that circular movement there, and then we can do a pincer movement, right? Up the border of the foot here. And then go back into some of those movements here. Okay, and then spreading movement here is nice. So we're spreading across the top, but also applying pressure below. Okay. You can apply pressure here as well, underneath and on top if this is more comfortable for you. And I also like to take the opportunity in the arch to do some circular movements here. It's a lot of work on the thumbs. It's a workout for the thumbs for sure.
The first time I worked on him, I went to sleep.
Your finger, yeah, I know, it's hard. But he does have a neuralgia, so in terms of pressure, he's not really feeling much of what you're doing anyway. And that, okay, so here, this is a solar plexus, the reflexology point for the solar plexus. So I like to put a thumb there and then curve the toes over and then just kind of rock back and forth.
It's because like when Kathy said you don't feel your stomach hurts, you rub it in a black light.
Yeah.
You just
Okay. So then we could cover this foot up and then do some compressions here and then repeat on the opposite side. Okay, so, and I'll say this verbally for you, Jasmine, for the particular client that we're working on his feet. The students typically do 5 minutes warm up. So some of the movements that we were doing, right? More of the kneading, 5 minutes here, 5 minutes here, and then more of the deeper work for 10, and then 10, and then that makes 30. Okay? All right. Very good.